there, ladies and gentlemen, to another night of the FODL. That's right, it's the FODL First Online Dart League, and it's Darts Night on Twitch. Once again, it's Thomas, a.k.a. The Criminal, coming at you for what is certainly going to be a very fun night of darts, as really they all tend to be. I don't know why I have the FODL E standings up right now. I'm going to switch it to FODL D for you. There we go. We're looking at FODL D standings. You may be asking yourself out there, hey, why? Why are we looking at FODL D standings? Well, it's a doubleheader this evening. A little bit of a late start due to my work schedule. Apologize we didn't have the darts at 8, but we do have them now. So, you know, better late than never. Why don't we just get right into it, ladies and gentlemen? Let's meet the players for our first match. You see him right there. It's Uncle Corky facing off against Slappy Pappy. Uncle Corky from Wichita, Kansas. Last season, 12th in the FODL C. He's throwing 26-gram unknown randos from Amazon. There's a picture of him holding what appears to be a fish of some kind, maybe a bass. I'm not a fish expert, so I couldn't tell you. Hashtag, there is nothing to do in Kansas. His hashtag is a full sentence, in fact, and a true sentence at that. Slappy Pappy is his opponent from Holmes, New York. Last season was 8th in FODL C. 23-gram Bottleson. Great white darts for him. Hashtag not bad Slappy at all. Slappy's going to actually be getting his FODL Winter 2021 season underway here. As his first match was postponed a bit. I don't want to be playing this song yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put something else on. Postponed due to some scheduling snafus, or maybe Music City Madman still recovering from a couple things. So he hasn't played, so thus he's sitting there on the bottom with Darty South and Music City Madman, the other players who have not played. Uncle Corky showed up very well in his first match. He was able to take 5 legs, 10 points total. Nobody has earned bonuses yet, just because still a couple outstanding matches from that first week. I can tell you, because I won't show any stats, because there's no stats for Slappy, that Uncle Corky had a great first week. 53 average in the 501 for Uncle Corky out of the D division. His finishing was fantastic. 4 of 13 in the finishing opportunities. Not actual darts, but in just the opportunities was close to 30%. So that is very strong. Let's look at the schedule here for the second week. I don't know why that changed to look like that, but whatever. We'll deal with it. A couple bonus points set. MPR is 2.7 set by Outlander. Fewest dart leg, 23 set by Alki, and a 140 throw set by Alki. So nobody with the best checkout, nobody with a high cricket throw yet. Of course, only Alki and Outlander have played so far. Let's just go right into the split view, ladies and gentlemen, as I'll ditch our music, bring our players' audio back into the fold. You see now in the D division here, the new D division, we're playing 7 legs of cricket. I'm sorry, 7 legs total. 2 of cricket, 5 of 501. Nobody wants to watch 7 legs of cricket. But 2 cricket, 5 501 in our D division, so we added a leg, as many of the players in our D division were in our C division last season. Here you see Corky is on the left and Slappy Pappy is on the right. And if their players are ready to go, we can get their D division matchup underway. Players, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Ready.
All right, both players are ready. Again, it's Corky on the left, Slappy on the right. 2 legs of cricket followed by 5 of 501. Uncle Corky has the darts first. Game on.
Shoot him all, Slappy.
People making fun of how I say Wichita. Did I say it wrong? What's wrong about how I said Wichita?
Wichita, that's right.
How do you guys say it? What did I say? Did I say something different? I don't think so.
You for sure said Wichita.
Wichita?
Yeah, it was odd.
Wichita?
That sounds correct.
Uncle Corky from Wichita, Kansas. Well, Uncle Corky does start off with 220s. Slappy going to attack the same wedge. And he'll fill it up. 520s for Slappy Pappy. Great third dart into the treble. Aggressive darts from Slappy and a great start. The first starts of his winter 2021 season, 5-mark round. Tough to beat that. Corky's going to come back with the single 19. Chat, very active already. Your Dad's Girlfriend, Ario27, Jules Echo, Kylf. Uncle Corky was in there earlier. McKinty Rerules is in there. We love to see McKinty Rerules as usual. 2 19s from Slappy. Congra darts. Deboke 51. Slapdick Army in the HQs. And I think they meant to say house. 2 19s from Corky to close. DJ Mike Hughes is in there. I already said McKinty Rerules is in there. Solid collection so far. Slappy's going to close up 19s and get to 18s, so he's off to a very strong 3.3 MPR start. Train and Surgeon, by the way, playing in the A division. You see that scoreboard up top. Currently 1-0 by the Surgeon. Corky's going to close 20s and get a single 18. He's got the FODL flights. We'll have to see if they factor into a boost in the MPR. Slappy pulls that first start. Oh, and then clips wires with the second and third, so it's a miss from Slappy. Looks like Train and Surgeon had a rough first leg. Only 2.2 MPRs up there. But Surgeon won. Rolling 20s is in the chat. Hello. Single 18 here from Corky, so it remains open for both players now. I did put up the prediction. Let's see how it's going. 4 minutes left. If you didn't predict yet, you still got time. There's a double 18 from Slappy. That's it. But that will close off that wedge, prevent Uncle Corky from scoring, and again, put more points on the board for Slappy. Corky going to move to 17s now. Looks like just one. No, he did sneak the third in there, so it is going to be 2. Very long barrel and shaft combination for Uncle Corky. That first start may be a bit in the way for Slappy. That second dart should be pretty clear. It wasn't close. There's a single 18 from Slappy, so he'll just tack on a little bit of extra points. As now Corky has a chance to get on the board. And he'll take that chance. 17 points on the board with 2 more 17s there from Uncle Corky. Right now we've got 78% of the money coming in on Slappy Pappy. Maybe that treble 17 is why. It's just going to be that treble 17, though, so a close of 17s for Slappy. Corky again forced to move. Not a lot of money bet on this match. Maybe everybody's busto from some big bets earlier. Single 16 there from Corky, so he continues to not find the treble. And it's going to be tough to get back in the leg without one at some point, especially if Slappy continues. I think he did sneak that second dart into the treble. He did. 4 16s from Slappy. 2.5 MPR. Very good. There's the treble from Corky right on command. He'll come back with 4 15s. Big moments here as Corky opens a wedge, gets points. Can Slappy close it? No. The answer is no. Those 3 darts were thrown left-handed. Corky going back to 15s. He's just going to find a single, so not too much damage done yet to Slappy. Ario27 says he can't bet. DJ Mike Hughes says he needs to double his beef bucks. He's lost every prediction. McKinty Rerules rooting for Slappy. Nice starts from Slappy there. 3 solid 15s. That's going to close it up, and Corky will be forced to the bowl. Good start on the bowl. He's going to find 1. Stray 19 won't help him.
Bullseye.
Oh, it's actually a bullseye in there, so 2 bowls for Corky. Oh, yeah, definitely a bullseye. Slappy needs 3. Oh, tough deflection maybe with that third dart. Went in a bit of a weird angle, so just 1. Corky's still alive, but needs a lot of bowls.
1 bull, 1.
Well, good miss into the 18. That's actually very useful. Single bull as well. He's got it closed. Slappy needs 2.
Second.
And he's going to find it on the second dart with a bullseye. Game shot and the leg to Slappy Pappy. Stray 16 to pad the MPR and a bullseye to take it down. Very nice leg from Slappy. Steady throughout. 2.3 MPR. Corky made a late run there, but was not enough to overcome the head start from Slappy. And Slappy will have the darts here in the second leg of cricket. Game on. DJ says with his latest beef bucks, he has 666. He's going to put that on Slappy. So, rip. McKinty rerules. Woohoo! Another good start from Slappy with 320s. DJ says good darts there. Corky going to go right to 19s. I like that move down after your opponent closes the top. And he'll find two of them. Now decision time for Slappy. He's going to go after 19s. Big dart. 4 19s from Slappy. He went down there to close. This time he benefited from a good deflection and found a treble. And it's another big fast start from Slappy Pappy. Immediate pressure on Corky, who finds another steady 2 mark in the 18s. Of course, those of you listening to the pod know that Slappy Pappy is now a host. Maybe he's experiencing a bit of a pod boost. They talk about it a lot. There's 2 18s from Slappy. Chance for Corky here. He'll find 2 more, so steady 2 at a time from Corky puts 18 points on the board. But Slappy just seeking 118. Still seeking. And will continue to seek. Nothing there for Slappy. Opens the door for a little bit of punishment. Let's see if Corky can find a way in.
Oh, miss.
He'll return the favor right back. Both players saying, you know what? Let's just not. There's the close now from Slappy. Down to 17s immediately. Back up for points on that third dart. Also, I like that strategy. Single 18 closes it, though. So now Corky again forced to move. Those sounded like some well-grouped darts. Looks like 3 17s from Corky. Good start there on the bottom of the board. Surgeon, meanwhile, went up 2-0, sweeping cricket against Train. But again, it's Slappy with the big treble. It's going to be a 5 mark that counts for 4 as Slappy closes 17s with the treble and hits a 16 as well. He is maintaining a steady middle 2 MPR. That is solid for most of the divisions, let alone the D division. Single 16 there from Corky. Big comeback, everybody in the chat is saying, for Surgeon in that leg. Slappy missing close there and only able to find a single 16. So again, another chance for Corky. Still very much in this leg. Less so after that visit. It's another miss from Corky, and that gives Slappy a chance to close the 16s, which he will do. Wanted to close 15s, only found a single, but again, just continuing to find at least 2 marks per round. As Corky, that dart is so close. Oh my goodness, it's only a single. Just 2 15s. Doesn't get much closer than that. That was a great dart. Meanwhile, Slappy's going to close off 15s right to the bull, and look at him go. That's closed. Single bull. He'll be 2 bowls away, and Corky, once again, going to need a big comeback. Single 19 will help a bit, but Slappy only needs 2.
Oh boy.
Second dart a little low. But third dart in the 16 extends the point advantage. Corky looking for the middle. Not going to find anything helpful there, and back to Slappy for 2. A close miss with the second. Maybe he felt he blocked the bull and went for points on the third. Didn't find anything again. D-Win 191919 says that headshot keeps the fans coming back for Slappy. They approve of the portrait mode. Miss from Corky. Well, Slappy looking for 2 bowls. Coming back down to earth a bit here is Slappy. Not yet punished by Corky as there's another miss. Closer darts from Corky this time, but again, still empty-handed. Still Slappy looking for 2. Well, this is the moment in the leg where I could have stepped out for the last 5 minutes and come back. We're just waiting for someone to hit bullseyes. Won't be Corky. Again, close. All around it, but not finding home. Slappy's turn to miss close now. Can he make the correction off that dart? It might be in the way. Wow.
No.
Look at that from Slappy, 2 right on the wire, tacking on an extra 16, so he is at least missing into some good wedges. There's a great dart. Better darts from Corky there. 3-bowl round. Bullseye and a bull. Just like that, they come in a grouping. But now it's Slappy's chance. He's got the first and the second in. He'll take the leg. Game shot on the leg to Slappy Pappy. Bull. After each player missed for about 7 rounds in a row, Corky's like, I'll find 3. And Slappy says, I'll find 2 and 2 darts. And it's going to be a sweep of the cricket portion for Slappy Pappy. We're going to move it right along now to 501. Corky has the darts. Game on. DJ Mike Hughes says, wow. 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 That's going to be a 33 to kick it off for Corky. Your dad's GF says slappy sex or whatever.
Oh, thanks, your dad.
Well, speaking of that, another hot start for Slappy Pappy. Shanghai 20s, ton 20 scored. And his first visits of each leg have been very impressive so far. See if Corky can get it going here. Well, 24 scored, so still trying to measure it in there as Corky. Surgeon now up 3-0 over Train.
Oh,
Slappy avoids a breakfast by missing the board entirely. Respectful.
you're welcome.
Just 25 there to follow up the 120. And Corky's going to come back with just a 20 scored. So rough start for Corky. He's had a fair amount of darts on the wire here. Not getting any benefit from the darting god so far. There's a 58 scored for Slappy, keeping him straight. Debo K51, or Deboke 51, says good shooting. There's a 41 from Corky. Barboy's joined in the chat. Evening.
I'm doing a crimp.
No, he wanted to throw the breakfast, missed by about 3 inches to the right, scored an 18 instead, so just 24. And there's a great dart from Corky. And he follows it nicely. There's a ton from Corky. Gets him right back in this leg. Big darts. We'll see if that gets him going. Slappy has cooled off a bit after his first big visit. Better darts there. Looks to be a 60 scored. See if Corky can follow that visit. Not quite. 24 scored for Corky. He's also finding the breakfast with the 18 mixed in. Slappy looks to get to a finish first, and he will with another 60. 3 60s in a row. Sorry, only 2 60s in a row for Slappy. Maybe the next one will be 60, and I'll be correct. Corky not going to be able to get to a finish, but that is a beautiful grouping for 60 scored. Put a little pressure on Slappy for 154, and it's off. Going to be tough to score 60 with the dart on the floor as it bounces out. Only 32 for Slappy. Corky's at 199. Let's see if he can get to a threatening position. Only 28 with another couple darts on the wire, so he'll remain outside of finishing. Slappy 122. All right, Slappy's going to leave himself on 50. 72 scored there. looks like some decent math. I think he just pulled that first dart there from Slappy. Corky trying to put some pressure on. Another dart on the wire and only 43 for Corky. Slappy requires 50. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's going to leave himself 26. Corky requires 128. And it's off. Oh, nice grouping, but unfortunately in the 5s, so just 15 scored for Corky. Slappy requires double 13. It's not a bad miss there as he pulls it a bit low into the 6. Leaves him on 20. Corky now 113. Good math on that third dart from Corky. The second one a little questionable, but good recovery to leave himself on top. Slappy looks for the rascal. He's going to go inside. Corky, you scored 73. There it is. Okay, he's got it in there. Slappy has gone inside. Rascal saying no, and Corky now requires tops to steal. The rascal himself. He also goes inside. Stingy rascal early. Both players on 10. First Slappy. He's going to find it on the third dart. Game shot on the leg to Slappy Pappy. Nice cleanup there of the 10. Went inside on that first. 1 double 2. Very nicely done to mop up what could have been a mess. And it's 3 on the trot to start it off for Slappy Pappy. And he'll have the darts now in the 4th leg. Game on. DJ says, why are you so stingy, rascal? Jules says he literally had said yes to Slappy. DJ MyQ's 100 bits. Thank you very much. 40 scored for Slappy. So decent math there from both players at times in that first leg. I know they were concerned about math. As Corky comes out trying to match the Shanghai. Not quite. Going to find a 101. As he started with treble 20 and then the double 20, very similar to Slappy in the previous leg. As Slappy finds 60 scored. Some interesting darts from both, but some good recoveries on the math there too. So, you know, mixed bag, I'll take it. And speaking of things we'll take, there is a breakfast. And as we do in the FODL, every time a breakfast is thrown, a single 5, a single 20, and a single 1, we ask you, the viewing audience, an official breakfast question. As there's another 60 from Slappy. Your dad's GF is in the chat, so as usual, I will ask an actual breakfast question to appease her, as Corky is enthusiastically agreeing upon by throwing another breakfast. Oh, let's see. Pancakes! You can choose any flavor in the world, but you can only eat that flavor pancake for the rest of your life. You can never change it up. Do or die situation. What flavor pancakes are you going for? Let me know in the chat. That's your official breakfast question. 41 there from Corky. Looks like a 30 from Slappy. Yeah, just a couple next door darts there. As a 43 put in there from Corky. So Corky had that big score to start. Methodical after that. Slappy kind of keeping it a bit steadier, but without the big score in this leg. And this is a 45. Now, once again, a nice grouping of close starts from Corky, only to score 41 points. See if Slappy can get to a finish. Well, he would have left a bogey anyway. I am lay sad. See what Corky can do. 60 scored. It's a bogey as well. All right, we'll see if Slap can get to a finish now. 52, that'll do it. He'll be the first down there. Corky sitting on 163, cannot check it out. See how well he can apply pressure. Solid 58 scored there from Corky. That'll certainly put some pressure on Slappy Pappy for 132, and it's off. He'll be left on 88 there. Corky 105. $60. Slappy Pappy requires 88. Wow, that was a single 16. I was not sure. Nearly a bust from Slappy. Had a dart at it, though, with the tops. Corky requires 45. He wants tops. Now the rascal. Just outside for Uncle Corky. Rascal again saying no. And it's back to Slappy for 32. Double 8. Double 4.
Oh.
He's going to bust. Not a terrible bust there, all things considered. Corky requires the rascal. And not a bad bust, honestly, from Corky either, as he misses the double 5. Back to Slappy for 32. It's now double 12. That dart's going to fall out. Was not headed for the double anyway. He'll be left on 24. Corky again, rascal.
Got it.
He's going to find it on that first dart. Game shot on the leg to Uncle Corky. Rascal saying yes. Corky on the board. Put the brooms away, he says. Rascal is supporting the no sweep philosophy. Corky on the board. It's a nice break of throw as well. He's got the darts now in the fifth leg. Game on. DJ Mike Hughes, can we get a crim segment on the pod about good busts? Oh, yeah. There's a 60 from Corky. Now, Slappy was one dart into the 9-darter there. He'll start off with, I believe that's an 81. Let's take a look at some of the answers to the breakfast question. I had asked you, you can only eat one type of pancake, one flavor of pancake for the rest of your life. What are you going with? 55 there from Corky. Let's take a look. Jules Echo, chocolate peanut butter. Chatter09 goes regular pancakes. So let's see. Fireman was just talking about he's rooting for Slappy, even though he didn't bet on Slappy. Ario27 says buttermilk. Kylf is regular a flavor. I mean, yeah, those are buttermilk pancakes. It looks like Shanghai Fives from Corky. 30 scored. 41, I believe, there from Slappy. Let's see. Birthday cake from Your Dad's GF. Blueberry from Fireman. Kylf says pancakes are merely a syrup delivery mechanism. Empire 3, regular. Beef Easy, latke. Interesting. Deboke, 51, chocolate chip. DJ Mike Hughes, pumpkin. And Repat 180, buttermilk. So good answers there to the breakfast question. Some intriguing ones. You know, like pumpkin. I love a good pumpkin pancake. As some big darts again from Corky, utilizing that double 118 there, by the way. I do like myself some pumpkin pancakes, but I don't know if I could exclusively eat pumpkin pancakes. There's a 45 from Slappy. Good leg here from both players so far. As Corky comes in with a 27, see if Slappy could be the first to a finish. It's pronounced Latka. Latka.
Oh boy.
I doubt that. There's a 28 from Slappy. Pecan pancakes, says FO Dart League. All right, 41 there from Corky puts him on a finish first. Slappy looking to join. I believe that, is it 45 or 30? It's only 30, so both players on a finish. Corky first, 144. Going to be a 43 scored from Corky, just above 100 still. Slappy, 141. It's off. And 45 will put him just south of 100. Corky, 101. $60 from Corky. Just breaking my heart. 96 required for Slappy.
Oh boy. I wasn't going for that, Crim. Don't be mad.
Players have to justify themselves now. Need a written report after every dart. Looks like Slappy gonna score 44 there. Corky requires 41. Oh, is that in the double? Think so. So now double two. Oh, it's going to be a bust from Corky. Just slipping into that 17. Slappy. He's looking for tops. He's got 2 darts. Now the Rascal. Outside, Rascal saying no to his podcast partner. And Corky gets another try at 41. And again, misses the 9. Oh, no. Well, he's going to set himself on that double 2 again. Is Corky 37 scored. Slappy requires 20. Double 5.
Second.
He's going to find the double 5. Game shot in the leg to Slappy Pappy. Got a little shaky there from both towards the end. Corky, unfortunate to not find the big number on a few darts. Cost himself a couple opportunities, and Slappy sweeps in there. Swoops in there. Swoops. Swooped. Swooped in. He won the leg. Slappy's got the darts. Game on. Oh, boy. Your dad's GF wants an ASMR style cast one of these nights. Maybe we can do that. ASMR special one time.
Wow.
As there's a massive bounce out. 30 scored there from Slappy. Oh, we can pay out beef bucks, as with that 4th leg, Slappy has guaranteed a victory. I will pay out the beef bucks, as there's a 28 to start out for Corky. I think myself, if I had to go with the pancakes for the rest of my life, I personally would go with blueberry. I think a blueberry pancake, nicely balanced. You know, you could always put not too many blueberries in, you know what I mean, and still make it a blueberry pancake. A little hack, a little cheat, if you will. 41 from Corky. And then, you know, you can never go wrong with a little bit of sweet. You know, maybe I find some more tart blueberries if I don't want something so sweet. Or I just throw some bacon in there. Get some salt content. So I think blueberry. I would think I would get bored with only plain for the rest of my life. So I got to spice it up a little. Throw some fruit in there.
One could argue.
One could certainly argue
That if you can add bacon to your blueberries, then you could add anything to your plain.
Ah, well, true, but I would just put the bacon with it, not in it, you see.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, I wouldn't want to cheat the system.
It sounded like that's what you wanted.
In this blueberry future, this pancake future, where you can only eat one type of pancake. That would just be a nightmare for the restaurants. IHOP would be out of business. Person would come in and be like, I can only eat sardine pancakes. IHOP's like, shit. Knew I should have kept the sardines. There's a Roadhouse from Corky, by the way. So 4-1 right now in favor of Slappy. Still got 2 legs to go. There's another breakfast. If you didn't answer the question, it was you can only eat one pancake style for the rest of your life. What would it be? Let's see. FO Dart League's craving donuts now. 45 there from Slappy. So rough leg here a bit for both. FO Dart League taking shots at Rascal in the chat. I'll just let that one simmer. 45 to match here from Corky. Yeah, the people just like the ASMR. 56 scored from Slappy. And there's a breakfast from Uncle Corky. All right, enough of that. Back to the game at hand here. I think that is a 60 put in from Slappy. Nope, it's 45. So not quite to a finish yet. Corky looking for a big score here to get him down there. 22 there for Corky. Not going to quite do it yet. See if Slappy gets to a finish. Surgeon, by the way, has gone up 6-2. He's averaging over 60. Looks like the old Surgeon is back. As 45 from Slappy does put him on a finish. Your dad's GF, you're welcome. That was just for you. Just for you. As Corky's, do we lose Corky? Starts are still on the board. For me. We may have lost him. His stream was lagging a bit.
Grab another beer.
Slappy's going to grab a beer as we go to see what's going on. I'll put on that song that we all love.
Let me ask a riddle, friend.
A riddle? All right, we're going to try to see what happened to Uncle Corky. Where is the song? It's not there. Is that it? No. Up. I think Corky's coming back. There he is. Before I even got the song out. Song flash. He's I see his face. He's waving to us. He's a little frozen still. There he is. Now he's back. Oh yeah. Now we're moving. Corky with the nice reset there. Thank you, Corky. And we're back. Corky at 225. His phone rebooted. He said it in the chat. You know, it must be an iPhone thing. I hope it's an iPhone thing and not an Android thing, or I'll look silly for saying that. 41 scored from Corky. Back to Slappy. Requires 131. It'll be off. As looks like 59 put in from Slappy, so good solid set of his last 16 darts or so for Slappy to not have any bad visits. Corky, your camera looks good, man. Don't worry about it. Sitting on 184. Congress says must be a Samsung internet thing. There's a 24 goes in there for Corky. So he's on a finish at least. Slappy requires 72. Double 6. Double 3. And he's going to find it. Game shot on the leg to Slappy Pappy. 72 finished on the basement. Very nice checkout from Slappy Pappy in a leg that seemed to not be the best quality. A great finish from Slappy Pappy to go up now 5-1. We got one more leg to go, and Uncle Corky will have the darts. Game on. Nice checkout there. 72. That should put him in line for a bonus point. As Corky going to have a rough bounce out there and kick it off with a 29. I'm sorry. So it was 72 taken down from Slappy Pappy there. Especially for the D division. Nicely done. Proper maths. He clearly planned his turn. There's a 52 from Slappy. you guys didn't go listen to the podcast, go listen to it. I'm on it, so it's top tier. 90 scored there. I don't know if Corky intentionally switched to 18s or if it just happened to be, but he found 5 of them. Such a planner. Big slap, big pap. Nice slappy, says Bobby Mac, 8686. Thanks for joining.
Oh, shit, that's my dad.
Oh, what's up, Mr. Slappy? There's a nice ton 25 from Slappy Pappy. 41. Feel like we have royalty in the chat now. Thanks for joining in, Bobby Mac. D-Win and D-Boke are in there as well. Got the whole Slappy crew. See if Slappy throws better or worse now, knowing that his dad is watching. Well, there's another good set of darts. Looks like 82 as he finds another treble. So he's off to his best start of the night. Corky off to a good start as well. With a 41 there, going to set him on an even 300. Everyone's saying Coach Mac. Slappy's back in the double. Again, 61 for him this time. Leaving him just outside checkout position after only 12. Looks like another 41 there from Uncle Corky. So he's still in the threatening position in this leg. Slappy, though, 181. Let's see how well he can set up.
Not great.
Well, 30 is getting him to a finish. Let's see what Corky can do. There's a beautiful second dart. Nice darts there from Corky. 81 scored. Going to leave him just above checkout range, but he's right back in the leg with that. Slappy, though, first. 151. And it's off. Going to be 43 there from Slappy. Corky with a chance here to pressure. Nice 60 put in there. Again, a good grouping from Uncle Corky. Slappy, 108. Bullseye.
No, it's a single.
Oh, it's just a single 19. Thought it was the treble. So he'll be left on 68 then with 40 scored. Corky, 118. Well, he'll find a treble 13. I think he pulled that dart a bit, but 79 scored still. So that gets him down there. Slappy requires 68. Rascal.
Oh, you twat.
Oh, no. Goes into the 15. Had a chance for another big checkout. Instead, kind of disastrous, and now Corky can steal this leg from 39. Oh, no. Corky had got himself to 23. Seems to be his favorite number. He found treble 19 by mistake. And now Slappy has a chance for 5, and it's a bust. Back to Corky for 39. Double 16. Just outside there for Corky, but he's on a double now. Slappy still needs to clean up from 5. Gonna find a 20. That is too much. Corky for 32. Now double 12. Oh no, goes into the 5. So that's just 13 scored to put him on 19 remaining. Slappy finds the 1. He looks for double 2. And he's going to bust as well right next door. Corky's turn to try to clean up now. He requires 19. Oh, and again, he's in the treble 19. That is way too many. Back to Slappy for 5. There's the 1, double 2 again.
Good.
Okay, Slappy's going to put himself in the madhouse. Back to Corky, cleaning up 19. What's 5 for double 7? Outside the double 7, Slappy in the madhouse. First dart way high, second dart just low. A bust on the wire over there for Slappy, and Corky wants double 7. Oh, I think he found it with that second dart. And he did! Game shot in the leg to Uncle Corky. Set himself up on the double 7. You can see him shaking the hand in joy, finally hitting a double there. And he's going to take that leg and make it a 5-2 win in favor of Slappy Pappy. Some doubling issues from both players here in this one. Tends to be the case in the D division. But some good darts as well mixed in. Just a little bit of inconsistencies. Let's go to our post-game interviews, starting here with Uncle Corky, looking good with the hat. Like the hat. Corky, let me first just congratulate you on the child. I don't think I've had a chance to see you in person yet, so congratulations on being a daddy now. And
Thanks,
welcome to the winter 2021 season, D Division. What did you work on most in the off season? Let's start with that.
Nothing at all. That's probably my problem. Well, the last couple of weeks I've been throwing at doubles, just kind of starting at 20s and going through the whole board. And that's what I attribute my 50 average last week to. I just got honed in a little bit, but tonight I was just off.
Yeah, I was going to say, first week of the season came out. I mean, a big number, 53 average. That is going to be competitive in the B and even fringe A levels. Looked like you doubled fantastic based on the match report. Coming into this one, not quite as much. What was the difference between last week and this week?
I think I was just by a slim margin missing my triples. I converted them last week, just off of my scoring tonight. So I didn't have as many closeout opportunities, not as many double looks. And then when I did get them, I was just off of my game.
Yeah, seemed like a lot of close starts, and that's something that we see, you know, in this game when millimeters or micrometers, as you will, plays the difference. Those close starts going one way or the other can be a huge swing. Let's talk about some of the ladder leg math that you had. You kind of found yourself on a lot of weird numbers this evening, and then seemed to kind of compound it by hitting other weird numbers to get to even weirder numbers.
Yeah.
What was going on there? Was it just a matter of missing the target, or was it something else?
So I like the doubles in the corners, bottom corner. So I was trying to set myself up for those and just missed on them. So it looked weird, but there's a method to the madness.
I will buy it. I mean, you had yourself on 23 like 5 times and kept trying to hit that 19. I was like, all right, he must like
I was going for 3 and the rascal.
Okay, going for the rascal. Makes sense there. Let's take a look at your next week up match. You are going to be facing off against Scooter Magooch. Scooter's someone who a lot of people picked as maybe one of the early favorites with many others here in that D division. What are you looking forward to in that matchup next week?
I just need to focus on those doubles and maybe that confidence. I'm most looking forward to finally playing Darty South again, man. I can't wait to whoop his ass wearing the floating Gameweek 1. So I want to skunk him, and if I give up 7 to Scooter, that's okay.
Priorities in order. Uncle Corky, you managed to scratch 2 across the board there on a night where you didn't have your A game, so kudos to you for that, and good luck the rest of the way for you.
Hey, good throwing, Slappy, man. You rocked it tonight.
No, thanks, man. Good darts. Nice throwing with you.
And let's go over to Slappy Pappy. So Slappy, first I want to talk about your cricket. Obviously, this is your first match of the winter 2021 season, with your first match being postponed there. Your cricket game seemed very much on point, maybe just until the bowl on the second leg. Was that something that you worked on in the off season?
Yeah. I mean, I've been working a lot on everything. You know, my throw has been so funky for my whole life, and I have really been working on, in general. I'm getting texts from my mom, Slappy. In general, I've just been working on form. So I play a lot of cricket in addition to. Yeah.
That's a great answer. What about your form have you been working on?
So I've got this little twisty thing I do with my wrist. I do my backswing. I do a little pinch of the dart, and I think it's about feeling like I'm not in control of it. So I've been working on just getting that out of the system and really just lining up the shot. Yeah.
Okay, it can be tough when you're working on form to find the doubles. I think that's, in my experience, the first thing.
Oh, did you notice?
The first thing that tends to go, because it seems, at least to me, when you're trying to change something, when you get into actual match, your body naturally wants to revert to what's comfortable, and you end up with this weird hybrid, and you can throw it like pretty decent in an area, but you kind of lose the precision. Did you feel that this evening?
Oh, 100%. You could tell. I mean, as soon as it came down to, not trying to hit trebles and wedges in particular, I fell apart. It was frustrating. And, that's also trying to let go of the frustration and just be like, yeah, that's growing pains and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, if you ever figure out how to let go of the frustration, let me know. So you got a couple matches now on the docket. You have that Music City match to make up, and then your Game Week 3 match is going to be against Triple T. You guys have had some good matches in the past. What are you looking forward to in that match against Triple T?
Triple T's a tough player. I'm not looking forward to doubles. Everything else I'm looking forward to. He's been throwing his usual standard. He's one of those guys who is always tough to play against. So, it'll be a fun match.
Well, we look forward to it. You got a big victory tonight to start off your Winter 2021 campaign. 5-2 win for you, Slappy. Good luck to you the rest of the way, and great darts from both you guys this evening.
Thank you very much. I have to say real fast, I got into a lot of trouble last season for not acknowledging the Slapdick Army enough. So, guys, thanks for showing up. You're the reason I get out of bed in the morning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. The stream just decided to freeze on me. Just like that. Froze. I went full radar there. Full radar. For whatever reason, my phone is incapable of streaming the stream on the 4G data that I have here as I do this. So, hopefully it's working now and it'll stop freezing. But we're back. At any rate, it's still Thomas, a.k.a. The Criminal. Still darts on Twitch. One more match to go. You're looking at the FODL Weekly podcast here. Make sure you're listing new hosts, Red Rascal and Slappy Pappy. Now hosting, with sometimes co-hosted by The Crim. I may be on there as well. I was on the last week for a decent portion. FODL Weekly Podcast. Make sure you email in FODLweeklypodcast@gmail.com. That's FODLweeklypodcast@gmail.com. You can have your email read live on air in Rascal's mailbag. In Rascal's mailbag. I'm not as good as Rascal. Let's just get right into the players for the next match. What say you? You see him right there. It's going to be a C Division matchup between the Kylf and MADhouse. Kylf from Washington, D.C. Last season, finishing 4th in the FODL C Division, thus being one of the few to remain in the C Division. He's throwing 25-gram Bottleson Hammerheads, so Bottleson Hammerheads, a popular selection for our players this evening. Hashtag good job, Kylf. MADhouse is from Harrisonburg, Virginia. Last season, he was 11th in FODL B, auto-relegated down to the C Division, along with roughly half of that B Division. He's throwing 22-gram designer razor grip darts. Hashtag double trouble. We'll see if he runs into any double trouble tonight. Looks like the stream is up and working again. We're back up to 20 viewers. Again, apologies. OBS just froze and had to redo everything, but we're back. All right, let's take a look in the FODL C division, Doughboy is just flying through his matches. He's got 3 matches played already, and he's doing pretty well in them also. 14 legs won in those 3 matches, so 30 points on the board. Hacksaw, DJ, Kylf, and Lush have already played 2 matches, so they're sitting all in the top half of the standings. MADhouse, part of that collection, that's only played 1 match at the bottom. And then Pepe Lay's played 2 matches, and he's at the bottom too. So MADhouse, he won 3 legs in his first match, not terrible. Had a decent match, not the best starts that he's thrown. We've seen up and down from him. Kylf has won 7 legs in his 2 matches, so this should be a pretty competitive match. Both players very, very similar to each other. Let's throw up the schedule so we can see what's going on in this game week 2. Look at the bonus points right now. Pretty good. 7 mark by Doughboy, 3.88 MPR by Doughboy. That's very good. Lush, an 18 darter, a bunch of people with a 140 throw, and Hacksaw with a 116 checkout. So those are the bonus points for FODL C. Yeah, that's right, that's C. That's the C division. As I was resetting things, I did not pull up the stats, so guess what? No stats for this matchup. We don't need stats anyway. It's only been 1 week of the season. I'm going to guess that Kylf is averaging probably about 48, and we'll just guess that MADhouse is averaging about 45. We'll go with that. That sounds reasonable enough to me. We got the split view back up. You see at the top of your screen that this is a C division matchup. So C division now, we are playing 8 legs of darts. That means 2 cricket followed by 6 of 501. We've got our players audio back into it, and if our players are ready to go, we can get this match underway. Players, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
Yep, ready.
All right, both of our players are ready. I know you guys are ready out there in the chat after the stream died, so hopefully everyone comes back in. Kylf is going to be on the left. MADhouse is going to be on the right. Kylf will be throwing first for cricket. Game on.
Hey, she will.
You too, buddy.
And MADhouse going with the Blackout Eclipse 2 board versus the Winmore Blade 4. Choice of the Kylf. Single 20 to start for Kylf. Oh, the betting. You know what? I will put up the betting. Hopefully my computer won't crash while I do it. I will put it up now. Thank you for reminding me. I was worried about getting the stream back up. 20 and an 18 there from MADhouse. We'll start a prediction now. Who will win? Kylf. There's some better darts from Kylf, by the way. Nice treble 20 there to salvage that visit. 3 of them. Kylf or MADhouse. We will set it for 10 minutes. Boom. Prediction is live. You can now put your bets in for who you think is going to win this match. There's 3 19s from MADhouse. Looks like a single 19 from Kylf after he missed with the second. Went back up to the 20s for some more points. So he'll take a little bit of a point cushion that leaves 19s open for MADhouse. Looks like 2 19s I think are put in there. Yeah, it is 2. So MADhouse cuts that deficit to 2. But Kylf's going to close 19s with that second dart. Big treble 19 from the Kylf with the second. So it's closed up. 2-point deficit for MADhouse, and he'll be forced to move. Does have a dart in that 18 wedge from the first visit. And every time MADhouse throws a dart in the board, it reminds me of Jurassic Park with the cup of water as it reverberates with each footstep. Just a single 18 from each player there. Back to MADhouse. Your dad's GF says, oh my god, Kylf's darts are so cute. So she likes the pink flights. As there's 2 18s from MADhouse, so that's going to put him back on top in points with 18 more. Repat's rooting for Kylf, as there's a single 20 put in to go back on top. Nice little points battle brewing. DJ Mike Hughes went and checked the stats for me. Thanks, DJ. He says Kylf's average is 43.09 and MADhouse is 44.02. I was not that far off. There's some big darts from MADhouse, by the way. He's going to get an 18 for some more points and to close off the 20s. So Kylf now finding himself trailing for the first time in the leg. Down to 17s where he'll find 2. Chatter9 said, can I bet? Yes, you can bet. 8 minutes left. Early money coming in. favoring the MADhouse. And maybe that's why single 17 and a treble 18 with that third dart. Huge points now on the board as MADhouse's MPR climbs to the mid-2s. Miss there from Kylf, and a big opportunity now for MADhouse to really get a stranglehold on this leg. And he's going to do so. 2 17s will close, single 16 to get started on that next wedge as well. So 61% of the money right now coming into MADhouse. And 2 16s from Kylf, not able to close it, not able to score. And MADhouse with the chance to close. Oh, that second dart so close to the wire. Is it in? It is. 2 16s from MADhouse. Closes it up again before Kylf can get points. Kylf with the cute darts moving over to the 15 where he'll find one. And now MADhouse certainly will go right after 15s as well. Oh, that's a treble 10 right next door. So just a single 15 from MADhouse. This could be the visit for Kylf. Gotta find something big here. Get back in the leg. Well, it's just going to be 2, I suppose. Thought the third was in. It's just on the wire. You can see Kylf early agony as MADhouse closes up 15s right to the bull where he finds one of those as well. Very tidy cricket, as we can expect from MADhouse. Apple Watch on the left hand, brown strap, space gray body. Looks like Kylf going to find a bull and a 17 to close, so decent start on Kylf there trying to make the comeback. But MADhouse now only one more bull required. Not going to find it yet, but he does get himself within one mark of this first leg. Kylf looking for a lot of bulls to get back into it. And that's not going to help with a rough bounce out there off that bull wire. Bad luck as misses into 17 do nothing for Kylf. MADhouse needs one. And he'll find it on that first start. Game shot on the leg to MADhouse. Coming out strong in cricket as we have seen from MADhouse over the last few seasons. A very, very steady 2.3 MPR without any big visits. Just kind of steady darts from MADhouse, and he'll go up 1-0, and now he'll have the darts in the second leg of cricket. Game on. DJ MyQ's MADhouse just loves cricket. He loves it. They're friends.
Cricket sucks.
Single 20 from MADhouse. Kylf says he doesn't like it. I'm going to try to guess the series of the Apple Watch that MADhouse is wearing on his next visit. There's a 220 visit from Kylf. No Apple Watch for Kylf. Maybe that's the difference. Miss there from MADhouse. Opening the door early now to Kylf. Looks like a Series 4. We'll probably never find out. I'll forget by the time the interviews come around. There's 2 20s from Kylf. He's going to get on the board first. And we'll see if MADhouse moves to 19s. He does. Good start down there. Oh, but the third dart is wayward, so just the close of 19s, double and a single. And MADhouse closing a wedge. Kylf trying to close it as well. Oh, tough deflection from Kylf. The first dart was so close to the treble. The next two deflecting next door, and MADhouse with immediate punishment. A huge 5-mark round for MADhouse. Treble 19, 2 20s to close it up. That is a huge 5-mark to swing this leg. Kylf, again, all around the target, just finding the wrong wedges next door. As now we're looking at his ceiling. There's a treble 18 from MADhouse, so he does close it up. He'll move right on. Kylf going to reset his camera there. We got a nice look at his ceiling, and it does appear to be white. There is a light overhead as well.
Hold on, working on it.
Readjustment here from the Kylf. DJ
Hey.
McHugh says Kylf rage quit. Don't worry about straightening it out. Just put it up there. I can do the rest.
All right, one sec. Gotta get to not fall apart again. So what happens, you get professional camera and don't know how to use it.
There it is. There it is. I don't have a response to that. That was witty at all. All right, there he is. He's got it set
There
back
we
up
go.
now. All right, Kylf's back. We'll see if the break helps him.
No, it won't.
He's pessimistic.
No, I know how I'm throwing.
And it looks like just a single 17, so maybe I should say realistic. And now MADhouse doing MADhouse things. 3 fat darts on target, and that is what it takes to win cricket legs, especially in this C division. So that's a close of the 17s from MADhouse.
Oh, man.
And again, it's Kylf all around the target here. Just not quite able to steady in on the mark. And MADhouse methodically moving along. Another 3 singles from MADhouse. You just can't fall behind in cricket against MADhouse. He will not give you opportunities to come back up. Why is this stuck to my mouse? Okay, there we go. It's like it keeps moving on its own. All right, there's 2 15s from Kylf. Are you moving the camera on purpose? Oh my God! There's a treble 15 from MADhouse. Found a 16.
I'm not moving it. It's like half falling off.
Okay. I thought you were trolling me because it's just dancing around.
Yeah, it's like that's not how gamesmanship actually works.
Every time I recentered, it was like moving again. Okay. Kylf finds nothing there. MADhouse needs 3 balls. Stray 18 there for MADhouse and a bull. So good start. He's up at a 2.8 MPR. Not going to be approaching that Doughboy 3.88 range, but again, steady darts. Congra says gamesmanship against the booth is a new one. There's a better dart from Kylf. He'll get on the board with a bull. MADhouse looking for 2. Not going to find them all straight, but did not find the weight there. And it's back to Kylf. Again, close darts. He did sneak one in there. Did Kylf. MADhouse wants 2. There's 1. Wow, the second bounces out. A vicious bounce out. That thing was spinning in the air. So just a single bull there. MADhouse will still need 1 more. 2 16s from Kylf. They'd count as marks. MADhouse needs 1. He's going to find it on that first dart with the bullseye. Game shot on the leg to MADhouse. A sweep of the cricket portion and a great start to this match for MADhouse. We're going to go now to 501, see if Kylf can find his range there. He will have the darts to begin. Game on. DJ Mike Q, see ya. That was a big bounce out. There's a great start from Kylf. 85. I thought it might even have been a ton 25. I feel like I'm playing chicken with this camera.
Is it still moving?
Yeah, once in a while it just shifts. Oh, is it a 95 maybe from MADhouse there? It is. Great start for both players. Finding a treble on that first visit. Be a 36 here on the second for Kylf.
I'm going to fix this camera once and for all.
81 scored from MADhouse there, so he's in the treble again. Kylf is committed to fixing the camera. It's Twitch after dark right now. Things just happen sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't eaten dinner, so that happens. I ate a nice lunch though. All right, there we go. Kylf's camera looking steady now. See if it holds. And he'll find a 55. So decent start here for Kylf after a slow start in cricket. Looks to be maybe getting back into it. But right now, MADhouse, unrelenting. Another treble for him. 70 scored from MADhouse, and he's off to a fantastic 82 first 9. 55 again for Kylf. Maddo14 comes in the chat. What's up, Maddo14? He says, is Kylf in an earthquake? I hope he's okay. Well, it looks steady now. You know, maybe it's the dinosaur that's walking every time a dart lands on the board for MADhouse that's shaking Kylf's camera. Maybe it's flowing over there. 45 from MADhouse. There is a Yo 11. Run yourself to the nearest casino. Find the roulette table in the middle. Bet it, spin it, and win it. It's free money. Just 30 there from MADhouse. Who's going to remain outside of checkout range. Repat says go ahead and put in the Taco Bell order now. I'm going to try to avoid the Taco Bell order. There's a Roadhouse double deuce from the Kylf. Let's see how well MADhouse can set up for finishing. Nice third dart from MADhouse. A ton scored, and he is having a great first leg of 501 here, down to a finish after just 18. Kylf looking for a treble. 59 scored. Solid darts, but not the treble there for Kylf. MADhouse requires 80. Cannot find the big number and misses it again, so he'll find himself still on 55. See if Kylf can take advantage and pressure. Solid 58 scored there, and very nice math from Kylf. Great switch on that third dart to leave Shanghai. MADhouse 55. Oh no. Oh my goodness, it's big number trouble for MADhouse. Not even double trouble, it's big number trouble, as he has thrown 5 darts at a big number and missed all of them. 120 for Kylf. He won't be able to punish, but a solid 60, and just like that, he's right back in this leg. MADhouse requires 39. Oh my gosh. Double 8. Oh, it's a close dart. I think it's outside. It is just outside for MADhouse, so he'll be left on 16. Kylf requires 60.
Oh, come
Oh my
on.
gosh, and now he can't find the big number. It's big number trouble for everybody. He does manage, though, to set himself up on top, but will he return? MADhouse requires 16. That looks in to me, and it is. Game shot in the leg to MADhouse. I was not 100% sure, so I didn't want to call it, but it is confirmed. Game shot to MADhouse there, and just like in our first match, MADhouse going to start out 3 on the trot to kick it off. Nice recovery after some shaky setup game from MADhouse to find that double, and he'll have the darts now in the 4th leg. Game on. DJ said he would have been shocked if that wasn't in. Yes, but you know, the last thing I want to do is start screaming. Look at that!
No.
Look at that from MADhouse. A stranded, dangling dart hanging. It's
Series
balanced
3.
there. Series 3, he says, by the way, on the watch. It's a 40 start. Kylf says, I'll do you one better. 41. DJ Mike is what in the what? What in the what? You don't see that very often. That was a weird deflection. 45 here from MADhouse. It was a perfect deflection that not only it fell out, just the way the dart fell between the other two to perfectly balance. Another 41 from Kylf. Kylf still looking to get on the board in this matchup. Long way to go, though. C Division 8 legs here. One more than the last season, so it looks like a 45 there from MADhouse. Let's see who can get the first big score here in this leg. Almost a great cover shot. Still solid darts from Kylf as he finds 59. Mario 27, what? In the butt? What? In the butt. There's the first treble. MADhouse recovering from that throw with the 70 scored. Nice darts coming in here for Kylf. He's starting to straighten it out a bit. 43 only, but some good darts at that treble 20. Speaking of good darts, that is a perfect first. And not as perfect on the next two. 62 scored for MADhouse.
Booth jinx.
Couldn't follow it up. Booth jinx is on. 47 here from Kylf. So again, a decent battle here. Close leg. MADhouse with a slight edge throwing first. And that looks like our first breakfast. And as we do here in the FODL, we ask you an official breakfast question for every breakfast of the match. Single 5, single 20, single 1. So there's a 79 put in from the Kylf. And both players here almost on checkout position now will leave the breakfast question to the next leg. Let's see how well they can set up. $59 there for MADhouse. I like it. He'll be on a finish there first. Let's see what Kylf can do from 191. He's going to get on a finish as well. 40 scored, so both players in that 150 range. First MADhouse for 154. And it's off. $60 put in there from MADhouse. Solid visit. Kylf 151. Off as well. Going to be just 43 from Kylf, and now MADhouse requires 94. What the bull route? Well, went the bull route there. It's an option. He'll leave himself on 56. Kylf requires 108. Oh, right next door with both of those darts.
Oh, God.
The just 28 scored from Kylf. MADhouse requires 56. Well, accidental trouble, but it's okay. Double 4. Double 2. Oh, it's inside, and MADhouse gets himself to his namesake just like that. But once again, Kylf can steal, requiring 80. And again, not able to find what he was looking for. I'm not sure what he was looking for. 30 scored there. MADhouse requires 2. It's right next door into double 20. That's going to be a bust. Kylf requires 50.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. All right, so Kylf does get himself to a double. MADhouse, his namesake. That is a treble one. That's a bust. Back to Kylf for double 8.
How did I get that in the first start?
He's going to find it on the first game shot of the leg to the Kylf. He couldn't hit a big number to save his life, but the double 8 is true, and Kylf is on the board. Put the brooms away, just like in our first match, 3-1. Now Kylf with the darts for the 5th leg. Game on.
I hate this sport.
H1 Doughboy says, great cast. Thanks. Not sure what I've done to deserve that. We did have a breakfast, by the way, in that last leg. Speaking of some niceness there's a great cover shot, 97 for Kylf. We did have a breakfast, and with Super Bowl Sunday coming up here on the weekend, I want to know, what is your Super Sunday breakfast? Let me know in the chat. That's your official breakfast question. Super Bowl Sunday is coming up. What are you having for breakfast? Let me know in the chat. Super Sunday. Got to go big. Let me know. 41 from MADhouse. Oh, the way I fluctuate my voice always gets me so excited. Great cast. Well, thank you very much. I was born with this voice. There's a 60 from Kylf. Everyone develops their own style, I suppose. Their own cadence, if you will. 41 again from MADhouse. Fireman's having buffalo chicken dip for breakfast. That's the kind of answers I'm looking for. That's delicious.
Ooh.
45
spicy.
for Kylf. Ario27 says, probably going to have a frozen breakfast burrito. Doughboy, eggs, potatoes, bacon, and homemade green chili. That sounds really good. Love me some green chili. 55 for MADhouse. I usually go with the mini quiches, the frozen ones. Those are a great breakfast for me. 44 there from Kylf. And, I could also just be swayed to having pigs and blankets for breakfast. Can't go wrong. Maybe throw a little sausage in the pig and blanket instead. Make it a little more breakfasty. Get a little Jimmy Dean in there. Now maybe you're talking. There's a 43 from MADhouse. So Kylf having a good leg here, averaging over 60. As I come in with a real nice jinx, real hard. Just a real strong jinx right there. As he only scores 11. And now it's MADhouse coming back with some big darts. Huge darts, in fact, from MADhouse. 140. So full-blown jinx from the booth. You hate to see it.
I hate you so much.
You just hate to see it. As I put the kibosh on one player, help out the other. But there's a nice 81 from Kylf. Unfortunate to leave a bogey, but nothing he could do about it. Let's see what MADhouse can set up from 181. Nice, tight grouping. Look at that. 60 scored from MADhouse. Let's see what Kylf can pressure from 163. That's a great first start, it looks like. Wow. And third. Looks like 129 maybe for Kylf. And it is. Gonna get him on to 34. Not ideal, but still. Huge darts there from Kylf. MADhouse 121. It's gonna be off. And loose with the third. So only 34 from MADhouse, and that's what Kylf requires, 34. He's going to split 2 to double 16. And he's going to find it as well. Game shot in the leg to the Kylf. A beautiful 81 to 129, and then takes out 34. A fantastic final 9 darts there from Kylf to get this match within one leg. 2 to 3 now in favor of MADhouse, who has the darts. Game on. It's funny. Kylf, I think one of the very first times I casted him, left himself 34 like 3 times and always checked it out. And I was thinking that in my head as he left himself 34. Good choice, I think, to split there. The thing I like about 34 in terms of a split is you can actually kind of aim at the corner of that double 17 aggressively and hopefully just miss into the 2, and it's not too bad. As a rough start here from both on the first. Let's go back to some breakfast answers. Repat says KC steak and eggs if he ate meat. Well, maybe because it's the Chiefs, he'll have a Kansas City meal. That makes sense to me. 41 from MADhouse. Your dad's GF gonna have crab dip, potatoes, wings, kielbasa, sausage, baked ham, and mac and cheese. 24 from
For
Kylf.
breakfast?
The problem with that is I feel like you're going to miss the game. You're going to fall asleep after. Though I suppose if you're having that for breakfast, you take a good solid 5-hour nap and you're awake for the game. If that's the strategy, that's some next level stuff right there, and I do approve. There's 52 from MADhouse. H1 Doughboy says, Criminal, what's your take on eggs in the hole? And I'm afraid to ask what that is. There's a 98 from Kylf. I don't know what eggs in the hole is. You're going to have to let me know. As there is another breakfast from MADhouse. If you didn't answer the breakfast question, it was, what is your Super Bowl Sunday breakfast? Your Super Sunday breakfast. What are you having? Let me know. 58 from Kylf. Your dad's GF. She doesn't care about the game. She's only there for the food. Respect. 65 there for the Kylf. I'm sorry, for MADhouse. Kylf's at 306. I'm personally only there a little bit for the game. I'm mostly there for the gamble. That's what it is. Another 58 from Kylf. He's doing a good job keeping it steady in the last 9. Both players picking up their game a bit here. It's been a game of streaks so far. As there's a nice 60 put in from MADhouse. You know, the Super Bowl squares, betting on the color of the Gatorade. That's one of my favorites.
Oh.
As that's a rough third from Kylf right next door to only score 19. Betting on the over-under of the time it takes to sing the national anthem. Another great sweat. There's a 45 from MADhouse. He'll be just outside finishing position. H1 Doughboy says, it's toast with a circle cut out of the middle of the toast, and then you put the egg in that hole. 41 from Kylf. Well, my question would just be why? It seems like a lot of extra work. Just put the egg on the bread. I'm not sure what you're gaining. 40 scored from MADhouse. A little scooter dart action in there, but it gets him to a finish. Kylf going to be on a finish as well. 81 scored for Kylf. Big darts there to threaten. MADhouse requires 142. And it's off. .41 for MADhouse leaves him just above 100. Kylf requires 107.
Awesome.
Going to be able to finish there. Just 27 scored from Kylf. MADhouse 101. Oh, that dart just above the treble. Excuse me. 41 scored from MADhouse, leaves 60. Kylf requires 80. Found the big number, tops. Oh, but he can't find tops, a bit low. In fact, slips into the 5. Now MADhouse looks for 60. He can't find it. That first dart's scary, below the treble. He goes high on the next 2. Kylf going to be looking at double 9. Well, it's not a bad miss. Hits the 14, so that leaves him on a double. MADhouse, though, requires tops. He's going to find it on that second dart. Tops he wants. Tops he gets. Game shot on the leg. 2 MADhouse. A tight leg throughout that one. Both players getting down to double at similar times, but it's MADhouse who's able to connect first. He'll go up 4-2, guaranteeing that he cannot lose in this match. And we're going to go on to the 7th leg of this one with Kylf throwing first. Game on. A lot of people call egg and bread toad in a hole, and I find that repulsive, says your dad's GF. Not repulsive is that start from Kylf. 135. Beautiful start. As I look to the chat for 1 second and miss treble 20s just getting pounded. MADhouse comes back with 22. Doughboy gonna send me some pictures. All right, yeah, let me know. You know, I mean, I can understand why it could be good. 45 from Kylf. I just don't see how it could be better than making just an actual sandwich out of the bread and the egg together. I'm not really a big fried egg guy as a feature of my meal. Just a 30 from MADhouse, who's decided to miss a couple darts on either side of the 20. Another breakfast from Kylf. You know, like fried eggs to me, you know, it's got to be like on a burger or on a sandwich or on some kind of dish where the egg yolk breaking is a nice part of it. There's only a 15 from MADhouse. Rough start to this leg. Maybe he agrees, and that's why he's throwing errant darts. 42 from Kylf. So, you know, if I'm going to eat eggs just by themselves, I'm going straight up scrambled or, you know, deviled, of course. 22 from MADhouse. So he's having a hard time hitting the 20 wedge all of a sudden. I only found it 3 times in 12 darts. And Kylf, meanwhile, is finding that treble. So 85 there for Kylf. Unfortunate to again leave a bogey, but nothing he could do once more. But he has jumped out to a huge lead in this leg. As there's some better darts from MADhouse. Finds the 20 wedge thrice. Kylf is back in the treble. 85 again for the Kylf. He's got a 70 average right now. On a finish after 18. There is a 47 from MADhouse. Kylf requires 83.
Come on.
Oh, he didn't lay up. I was wondering if the layup was going to happen. We did not find...
Just for you, Krim. Just for you.
We did not get the layup. 35. That's 35 scored, I believe.
Is it? I'll do that again.
7, 11, and 17. That is a 70 from MADhouse. So Kylf's going to be on 48. He'll correct the score. MADhouse not on a finish. So Kylf going to have 6 darts here from 48.
Two.
And he only needs 2. Game shot on the leg to the Kylf. 23 darter. Pop, pop to finish. Things were a little weird in the previous visit there, but he's able to clean it up. 3-4. Kylf is going to have a chance to tie. MADhouse a chance to win. MADhouse has the darts in the final leg. Game on. Your dad's GF says, I feel like Krim just has the most dog shit taste in food. Why? Because I don't like fried eggs. It's the... Why would... All right, tell me what is good about eating a fried egg by itself. Just tell me. Tell me one thing that's good about it.
And an egg.
It's just like crispy nothing egg white with liquid yolk. Like, why do I want to dip a crispy nothing egg white in a runny yolk for no reason? Why wouldn't I just scramble the egg? It's like 100 times better. I mean, it's fine that you guys are wrong. I appreciate that you're sticking to your guns. 18 scored from MADhouse. It's just, you know, it's just, fried egg. It's just like I could eat like 100 of them. It's not even like eating food. It's like fake food. It's like negative food. It's like eating celery. I'd rather just drink a raw egg. 35 here from MADhouse. Dart League says it's amazing random people even trash on Krim's awful food takes. You're right. You guys just keep eating those deliciously amazing fried fucking eggs, okay? Just enjoy them, all right? I'll eat something that tastes like something. Back to the darts. There's a breakfast from MADhouse. Kylf's off to another good start here. A 95 to keep it going. Kylf has turned it on here. In the last few legs, you see his average has crept above the 50 mark. MADhouse with a 60, trying to stay in the leg, but Kylf's running away with it right now. 43 going to leave Kylf just above checkout range. Well, yeah, I hate soup and everything bagels. Like, why is that a hot take? Those are gross foods. Just another 33 this time from MADhouse. Kylf's on 172.
Wait, how do you hate soup?
It's just gross. Why would I want to drink my food? There's a ton from Kylf. So he's on a finish again after 18. Huge darts. DC Doob said, you had me till you said he'd rather drink a raw egg. Only 22 from MADhouse. Kylf requires 72. One dart. Oh, it's just low. 52 scored for Kylf. He'll be looking at the MADhouse. He's averaging 69. Nice. There's another bounce out from MADhouse. Unfortunate. And just 35. Maybe actually only 20 scored for him. Kylf requires 20.
Nope.
Very cautious at the Rascal. Rascal saying no. MADhouse at 226. And 45 from MADhouse, not on a finish. Kylf has 6 darts from 20. Double 4. Well, slipped just above the Rascal there. And he'll be left with 8. MADhouse still not to a finish. Let's see if he can find a threatening score here. Uh, 25, not quite the threat perhaps he wanted. Kylf requires 8.
First start.
And he'll find it on the first. Game shot in the leg to the Kylf. And it's going to be a tie, 4-4. Ladies and gentlemen, all square here in the C division as things are meant to be. 4-4. Kylf with a nice run there to come back and tie up the match. Ended up with a 52 average after a kind of a rough start. So solid darts there. I have to now pull up a coin flip, which I will present live. Let's see if I can get a screen capture going.
Day.
Hold on. Let's go to something real quick. 1 second here. Hold on. Before we get to the interview, we got to do a coin flip to see who wins the money. We got to do a coin flip for the money. Where is my new tab? Where are you? Where's the new tab?
You can't cancel it? It's a
Come on,
push.
Rick. Age before beauty. Give it to him.
What? Where's my tab? All right. F it. Nobody wins. I'll just cancel the bet.
Yay!
Texas with you. We'll call it a tie. All right, let's go to our post-game interview. We'll go ahead and just start it off with the Kylf. So Kylf, you got off to a bit of a slow start there, but you came on strong in the second half of the match. Early on, it seemed like you were not thrilled about the darts that you were throwing, not thrilled about the darts that you had been throwing recently. But the second half of the match was a completely different Kylf, seemed to be a completely different level of play. So what happened in the second half of the match that seemed to click for you?
I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. No, I told MADhouse during the run up while you were getting OBS set back up. I was like, I have my practice all day has been garbage. Like about 10% of the darts I'm throwing go exactly where I want them to go, and about 40% of them are coming out sideways and going all through the air. And I think you saw that, especially during the cricket. As it looked like I think that ratio kind of went down. I was still hitting the triples after the last 4 or 5 legs of 501. I felt pretty confident there once I started getting things hit and started winning legs. And fair play to MADhouse. He played a great set of cricket and a great first 501 leg, and deserved those wins. And then I think ultimately, I guess the 4-4 tie is kind of a fair result.
Yeah, it was kind of a tale of really 2 matches. MADhouse seemed to be much stronger in the first half. You came on then strong in the second half. You've had a interesting up and down start here to your early season. A lot of new faces here in the C division. You're one of the mainstays from the previous season, one of the few holdovers. So what are your thoughts just in general about all the new players you're going to have to face, and what is your outlook for the season as a whole?
I mean, so if you ask, I think I said this during one of the earlier interviews last season. My goal was to make it up to FODL B last season and compete against guys like, Radar and Repat and Hughes and you and MADhouse, and see how I could do against them, because I felt like that was sort of like the upper bound of my skill level. That was a good test for me. And as it was, y'all came down to me instead. So thanks for that. I appreciate it. No, I mean, I'm stoked to be in the division that I'm in. I think this is a pretty solid amount of where I should be. This is my second tie of the season already, so I'm already kind of like, slotting myself into the Rob Yo kind of like 4-4 ties all day, all night situation. I'm ready for it. This is who I am. This is what I'm meant to be. I'm solid sixth place. But like, no, seriously, like I'm excited to be playing everybody, and I felt like that was one of those things where I'm upset at myself for having gotten a 4-4 tie, even though if you had offered that to me after cricket, I would have bit your hand off for it.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. It's, 4-4 tie is never going to really hurt you in any division. In a division as competitive as what C certainly looks to be, kind of hanging around the middle and making a move towards the end seems to be a good strategy. Next week, you're going to be facing off against Pepe Le, so one of those players coming down from the top. Looks like you've already played your floating game week 1 match. So what are you looking forward to in that match against Pepe? First time I believe that you'll be playing him.
Yeah, it is. Well, we scheduled today, and he was like, "Hey, when do you want to play it?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, my birthday is on Thursday." He's like, "Does that mean you want to play it?" I'm like, "Well, I'm going to be drunk." So he's like, "Yes, I do want to play you on that day." So it's going to be 10 p.m. What am I looking forward to? Hopefully being able to stand up. Fuck, we'll find out.
Well, that should be a fun one. Happy early birthday, in case I don't talk to you before that. Kylf, great job coming back in this one, getting that 4-4 tie, some huge late legs there, some nice starts in there as well. And Kylf, good luck the rest of the way through the season as you look to tie every match.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And great cast and great match, MADhouse. Cheers.
And let's go now over to MADhouse. So, again, kind of the opposite question here for you. You got out to the great start in cricket as, of course, MADhouse, cricket, great start. Those are all synonyms at this point. But then you seem to trail off a bit for yourself in the second half of the match. What was going on in your game tonight?
Well, I said last week I'm trying to change my grip, and I think fatigue set in by the end. And you said it at the end of the last cast, like if you're trying to make a change, you always end up having this weird hybrid. And I felt like by the end, I had a really weird hybrid grip, especially as I was just becoming tired and a little lackadaisical. But, I said last week, I think it's going to make me better and pay dividends in the long run. I think I saw that in that first leg of 501 and even just getting back to my old self as far as like NPR and just hitting the fat number. I think it's always hysterical to look back at 501 legs and think, how can I miss the big number, but I can crush the big number and only hit the big number, but I can't hit a 10 to save my life. I slop into the 6, whatever it is. It's just bad.
Well, you just got to make sure in 501 that you're leaving yourself big numbers of 16, 19, 17, 15, 18, and 20, and avoid the other stuff that you don't get to practice as much. Maybe that's the key. Yeah, it seems like whatever you have been working on certainly is helping, because you mentioned there, it looked like, again, the beginning of the match, before maybe the fatigue set in, before the old habits started to kick in, that you were throwing really, really well there. What is it that you've been trying to change in your throw?
Here, let me. I'll grab a dart. So when I went to Denver and went to DJ Mike Hughes' house, I just grabbed a dart, no idea what I was doing. So my old grip was this like super open, 4 fingers on the dart. So I had 3 on the outside thumb, right? So a lot of movement ended up happening when you've got that many things. So I'm trying to get rid of and actually move myself forward in the dart. So now I'm more forward facing, trying to manage my tip. And yeah, I think it's going to work. I was throwing a lot of straight darts, even when we saw the attack on the Bulls in cricket. It's really finding the consistency on the weight. But by the end of it, I was moving back further in the dart in my grip. Sometimes maybe adding the 4th finger where it was just making the dart turn a little bit. So we'll see. Just playing around with some things and seeing if it'll help out in the long run.
Well, anytime you're going through a grip change, I can speak from experience, definitely a tough thing to do. You almost have to relearn how to throw the dart. Really, the release is what kind of gets a little weird, especially taking fingers off. I know those first few darts he probably fell through with that new grip just felt horrendous. But it's amazing how fast he can kind of turn around there. I think fewer fingers on the dart is better in general, unless you're Adrian Lewis and he's got like his whole hand on there. Let's take a look at what you got coming up. You have a Doughboy in Game Week 3. And your floating match against Fireman or Fireman. We'll have to find out on the pod how that's pronounced. What are you looking forward to about those two matches?
Ooh, I think for the floating week with the Fireman will be, I don't know. It'll be interesting because he obviously had a cold snap against you. Well, you just both were hot garbage.
It was not good.
No, it wasn't great. But you both have gone through so much practice where it's realistic that you could throw in the high 50s and 60s if you're on. So to see that drop, it gives me a glimmer of hope. He crushed me in the last tournament. That was my first time playing against him. Doug was just doing a great job. So I'd be okay 4-4 the rest of the way because I think everyone's kind of even keel in B and C this year, as you guys have talked about in the pod. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Crim's YouTube channel, FODL League. Shameless plug. But yeah, it's good competition. I would have loved tonight to go 5-3, 4-4 it is. I'd be happy the next matches, even Doughboy, getting 3 or 4 off of him. He's shooting really well. Top of the league, but that's only because he's scheduling all these matches. Catching us off guard.
Well, we'll have to see once you get one under your belt against him. MADhouse 4-4 tie for me this evening. Some great darts mixed in there as well. And Kylf, again, great darts from you. Good luck to both you gentlemen the rest of the way as you battle in that tough C division.